So inauguration.
Oh yeah.
That felt good, didn't it?
It did.
That felt good.
So good.
It was, those of us that are starting new companies, it felt real good. Those of us that have been through the economic disasters of the Biden administration, it felt great. A lot of bad deals. Now, I will tell you, I didn't watch all of it. It was going on while we were here at the office, and I was hearing bits and pieces of it. It sounded like before it was over that we were taking back the Panama Canal. I mean, we were doing all
renaming the Gulf,
renaming the Gulf of America.
That's right.
A lot of bold moves, it was. There's no doubt that I don't think anyone is there anybody in the camp that doesn't think that everything was moved indoors and the crowd was reduced significantly over security issues. It was not the weather.
No, it wasn't. Now Trump doubled down on that when Peter Doocy asked him last night when they were in the Oval Office and he was continuing to sign executive orders if there was more than weather that caused them to go inside. And Trump said no, it was weather. But again, what else are they going to say? I don't know, but that's what they're saying.
Yeah, and who knows? He may honestly not have, because I know what the struggle was, and we said that yesterday. The struggle was you don't want to give in to fear, but you also have to balance, let's not be stupid.
Yeah.
And in this case, there had been not one but two assassination attempts on Trump. So I don't think anybody blames you for taking extra precaution.
No, not at all. Yeah. But, to your point, Rick, you were in and out of the office, and Greg was doing some stuff. Adler was. But it was on in here, so Adler piped it through the board, and we had it in the speakers like surround sound, and we were watching it. And there's so much there. There's so much there because being inside, it's a lot more intimate, okay? And everybody is just right on top of each other. So while Trump is doing the swearing in and the speech, I mean, there's Biden and Kamala. I mean, they're reading the teleprompter. They're so close.
Yeah, I mean, they're nearly touching him. And again, and he's basically listening of all the things they've done to trash the company.
Yeah.
I mean, the country.
Yep.
And they sitting there, and then the crowd gives them a standing O. Of course, they're not going to.
Right.
I mean, they're not normally that close to the speaker.
It's like State of the
they?
Union where one side stays seated and one side stands up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody should stand up. By the way, when Trump said, they were unsuccessful in killing me, I think everybody should applaud
They're
that.
sitting there with a
But
look on
Biden
their
and
face
Kamala
like-
stayed seated.
Well, let's be honest, though. You wouldn't stand up if you were kind of pulling for him killing you.
Well, I guess
Yeah,
not.
being
I guess
honest,
not.
right.
And there's this controversy about why didn't Trump put his hands on the Bible?
Yeah.
Well, Justice Roberts didn't give him time.
Right.
The family was trying to get out of the seats, and Melania had the Bible, and he didn't even give her time to get by Trump.
Yes.
And so, hey, John Roberts, let it breathe a little.
My
you got to
goodness.
give him time to get there.
It's a big moment. You don't need to rush this.
No.
What are you doing?
No, and so
Roberts?
that's the problem. It wasn't that Trump didn't want to put his hands on the Bible or his hand on the Bible, because as you can see, Melania has too.
And he's about to start. Melania's back. She's not even right there. The whole family is going to be then struggling to hurry up.
So what was this? Did they go back to pandemic protocol or something? Is John Roberts afraid that Trump's got a virus? What is this about?
No,
I don't know.
But I think it was just a rush job, and so that's why Trump forgot to put his hand on the Bible. I don't think there's anything extra to it, but look, you can
Please
see.
raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Please, she's not even there
Donald
yet.
John Trump, do solemnly swear.
The rest of the family's working their way up too.
Yeah.
Why doesn't John Roberts even have a Bible?
I was going to say, is it the first lady's job to
yeah.
hold the Bible?
President
Melania has a Bible.
But
One
is that normal?
Yeah, I think that's normal.
Yeah, it's normal. It's
The
normal.
first lady holds the Bible.
I think that's normal. Yeah.
Why she got two?
And there's one is one I think his mom gave him when he was young, and then there's another one, and I can't remember. Maybe has Abraham Lincoln or something. I can't remember. But anyway, both historic Bibles for Trump.
I think it's Chuck Norris's Bible is what I heard.
But
That
yeah,
is hilarious.
But instead of just saying, "How you doing, Mr. President?" because the vice president had already gone through his, and I think Kavanaugh swore him in.
Yes.
But and then so John Roberts. Now here we go. We just give them time because you got the whole family. They're, it's not easy access, so they're having excuse me, and kind of slide down the aisle.
Yes.
And the family's still trying to get to him, and he's halfway through the swearing in.
My goodness, Roberts, just wait.
But you know me, I've got to focus on other people. Look how close Kamala is to this.
Oh
no!
If Trump's got his hand in the air, if he wanted to reach out and slap Biden, he could have.
Yeah.
And the guy in the kind of mauve tie with the glasses on his nose, he makes enough money to have better hair color than that.
He does.
Agreed.
Who is that
Burnt
guy?
orange?
Yeah. No.
Please
I
look.
will faithfully
Look, they're all
execute
They're still trying to get there.
they're all still working their way
office of
to him.
President
It's just an uncomfortable moment. Is all.
Yeah.
Joe brings his dog.
That's like doing the vows while the ring bearer's still walking down the aisle. My
Right.
goodness.
Right.
The flower girl's still handing out flowers. They're saying, I do.
Well, let me just say this. I think all of us, if we were in this situation, which is never going to happen, I don't think any of us would be president. Maybe.
Rick, I'm gonna go out on a limb.
It might
here.
not happen.
Maybe there's
Greg
a
would
lot.
forget his credential. if he did.
Maybe there is.
Get in here.
But
Greg.
if
Where's the
if
Bible?
if Sherry Burgess was the first lady, and this was happening, and she has the Bible, she would have come over and said, "Hey, put your hand on the Bible." I mean, she would have
Or
helped
gone
me.
and forced it in
she
front
would
of
have.
you.
She would have moved over and said, "Hey, get your hand on the Bible." She would have made sure that happened. I don't think Melania knew what to do. I didn't know the first
That hat
lady
was
holds the
bothering me.
Bible. I've never heard that before.
Right.
The hat.
The guy did.
Yeah, I did too. I
John
thought
Roberts.
that person says, "Place your hand on the Bible and say after me." Why didn't John Roberts say that?
I
He
don't know.
didn't say that
They
part.
always do.
I don't know why
Right?
he
Or
didn't.
the
did we
family
stop
would-
doing that when we became Babylon? What happened?
He went, I think so.
And I think Melania wasn't sure what to do because he had already started. So she's like, well, do I butt in and just
Right.
slide the Bibles in front of him, which I think probably she could have done or should have done, but it had already started. So she didn't know what to do.
Well, and
So anyway, so that was our first uncomfortable moment. That's why we were
well, people
screaming
were
out
already
loud.
asking on the text today, what do you think about the fact that he didn't put his hand on the Bible? I didn't see that, so I didn't know. So now I've just seen it for the first time.
I think that explains it.
Yeah.
I think that right there. I don't think Trump was trying to say anything
Homer.
about
All right,
that. It
some of
wasn't
the-
like a QAnon message to the QAnon people.
Dog whistle.
Yeah.
Well, so I have a funny, but I'm not going to. But some people say the people that were actually narrating said that you're supposed to have the new president sworn in by a certain time, and they were rushing.
Well, then cut other things, but take your time on
Guys,
that.
we're talking a half a second here.
Right.
Yeah,
I think
just-
it'll be fine.
I
My
still
goodness.
find it
maybe
odd.
10 seconds to
We-
get everybody
Carrie
up.
Underwood stood there for 10 minutes.
Right.
Right.
Thank
That
you.
was a
Which
full 2 minutes of dead air.
Which
the
we're
whole
gonna-
world is watching.
We're going to uncomfortably look at that next, and then most of you warned us about Billy Ray Cyrus. Thankfully, I haven't seen that, but I don't understand why Judge Roberts didn't say, "Place your hand on the Bible." Has it become now, because of all the ridiculous things we've done involving faith in this country? Is it now that is up to the person? And now it's bad form for the person to tell you to do that. It's just up to you in case you don't want to. Is that what
I
it
don't
is
know,
now?
but when Trump was
Could be.
standing up,
I wouldn't be
and
surprised by that.
his back is to his family, so he can't see if they're behind.
Right.
Judge Roberts is sitting there looking at him. He can say, in common sense, "Oh, let me give them time to get up here."
Did Judge Roberts have a stomach cramp? He had to get out of there? Like, what in the world? My
Yeah.
goodness. Take it easy.
This has
Calm
nothing
down.
to do about time. We got to hurry and swear him in. Give him 10 seconds.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
It's the president.
This is the Rick Burgess Show.
Okay, there you go. So looking at there's all kinds of people chiming. J.D. Vance, it seemed like they allowed him plenty of time to get his family up there. It even says Kavanaugh let him put his hand on the Bible and all that. Why was the Trump thing rushed and J.D. Vance wasn't? It really may be that there was still time. Don't hear me say anything else. There really may be something, too, that the other administration ends at noon local time, and they said they were a little bit past noon and that we were without a president for a few minutes. And once Trump was sworn in, then J.D. Vance is no need
So
to
they can't give
We
him
were
10
without
seconds.
a president for 2 minutes.
Guys, I'm simply trying to explain, though I agree with everything you're saying, why one looked rushed and the other didn't. That's all I'm trying to
Let's
explain.
say we didn't have a president for 2 minutes. I believe we're going to make it.
Right. But I'm saying if you ask what's the reason, why does one look rushed and the other doesn't, maybe that is the answer.
I just think Judge Roberts is a good one, and he didn't give him time enough.
I think.
Well, you saw the family
Again,
trying to get down there, and Biden had to let one of his daughters.
Again,
in.
I'm still not saying that he shouldn't have allowed time. I'm saying maybe he didn't handle the situation well.
He definitely
He
did.
felt pressed.
So let me get this right. You're scared because we didn't have a president for 2 minutes.
Me? I couldn't. No, Greg, we didn't have a president for 4 years. I'm not.
You can leave. Watch it.
We're going to miss you today, buddy. You're out. And gone.
Yeah, no.
I need more of that.
No, I was just fine.
So Rick was scared.
No, I wasn't. I was afraid. Holy moly, that was 60 seconds. But anyway, some of y'all think it's funny. It was about 90 seconds. But no, they're saying, unfortunately, they're saying for our country that the Bible is not a requirement for being sworn in, and now it's just up to the individuals. And it's clear that Melania had 2 Bibles that he was supposed to put his hand on. If you see, people are showing his pictures when he was sworn in when he was 45. His hand is clearly on a Bible. But
Now, one of these was The Art of the Deal. You remember his book?
And Greg, he had it opened up to 2 Corinthians. But it's obvious that Melania had 2 Bibles over there. And it's on Roberts. But I'm telling you,
She got spooked.
our wives would have said, hey, and they would have moved it up
She
there.
took the step up there, and then
She
got
should have.
scared.
She should have been more aggressive and said, "Don't forget these Bibles," and him put his hand on
Well,
there.
she had that hat on. She couldn't see.
Yeah, so I wouldn't read too much into that, other than really chaos created by them rushing it.
Yeah.
Because you see the family being ushered down, too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I have the beginning of J.D. Vance's
Oh.
vow
Right.
or what oath. Vow. All right, here we go.
Was he marrying a
Please
Kavanaugh?
raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear
I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear.
So he gave his family time to get up there, and then here's the beginning.
Well, we have a
of
president
Trump's.
now. The 90 seconds is over, Adler.
Well,
All right,
and
so,
here's-
by the way, Trump just stood up. Okay,
He just stood up.
don't think that Trump has been standing there for 10, 15, 20 seconds. He just stood up, and
Yes.
Roberts jumps right
Now,
into
this
it.
is going to own you, Speedy. Somebody said that Roberts messed up Obama swearing in, too.
Yeah, did he say his name wrong or
It's like
something?
he can't get it. By the way, they're saying the guy that introduced everybody, the honorable whatever. I don't know if you can find it, Adler. I had more people saying, please, this guy's got this great voice. And he had a hard time. Sometimes words don't go well together, but it sounded like he was struggling saying honorable. I can't say it. but he was supposed to say the honorable Barack Obama, and he couldn't get it. He kept struggling with it, and some people are reading more into that. I think those 2 words are just hard to say.
Yeah.
by the way, is everybody honorable? By the way, that is hard to say.
Yeah.
It
Honorable.
is. See there?
Say,
Chuck
what about
Schumer,
Mrs.
the honorable Chuck Schumer.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, no.
They didn't have to say Michelle Obama because she was a no-show again.
That's
All
true.
But anyway,
You think Roberts was worried after that assassination attempt? He didn't want to be up there very long. Let's get this done. I gotta
Wait a minute.
You get back to my seat.
You may be all over that, Greg. I hadn't thought about that.
He
Let's hurry
rushes
up.
it.
By the way, Babylon B, come on now. Have you seen the one? Babylon B's Michelle Obama. Come on. Look, let me tell you, they did this one just for Greg. Rumors appear to be true that Michelle and Barack are separating because Barack just found out she actually is a woman. Okay, so that's not. I mean,
have you heard the Jennifer Aniston, Barack
Weird.
Obama rumors?
Yeah, what is that?
What?
Was it you that told me that? 'Cause
Well, it was
I got
a
from somewhere.
story.
Well,
I know,
Greg,
I know.
Greg, let's be honest. Barack's addressed that. He said they're just friends. I'm on fire today. I'm on fire today. You're going to be down. Gosh, there's so much show left. I'm not going to make it.
Yeah, Rick, back it down.
Okay, all right.
Here's Roberts rushing it.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Clearly
I,
did not hear
Donald
the-
John
Go back.
Trump, do solemnly
Look,
J.D. Vance look. J.D. Vance picks up on it. He looks over at
Please
Michelle.
raise your
Watch.
right hand and repeat.
Oh, he's trying
He's
to
like
help.
waving her.
Yeah.
He's waving her in. Go, say
Please
go.
raise your right hand
look.
and repeat after
Look,
me. I, Donald John Trump,
And
do
the rest of the
solemnly
family
swear
is still having a walk. Oath is going on.
Here comes freakishly
that I
tall.
will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
the office of President.
No surprise
of the United
there.
States.
and will, to the
Biden
best
helping
of
one
my
of the
ability,
daughters.
Right. Which I thought that was very kind of
That
him.
was nice of him.
preserve,
I thought
protect,
smelling her hair was over the line.
You got to go. Was it the breakfast?
I think it was. I've never been fed that soon.